Going over to the cultural department podcast, you have a Starbucks shift supervisor breaking a customer's phone because he thought, he thought his girlfriend might be cheating on him with the patron. Now, this brought to us thanks to AKA, whose hashtag is AKA FaceUS, who says, quote, a viral clip shows a Starbucks shift supervisor smashing a masked customer's phone and walking out, quitting on the spot. Later, annotations claim he overheard a call he thought involved his girlfriend flirting with a coworker. Which, yeah. That's about 17 seconds long. Here's the Starbucks employee walking up to a guy who seems to be just chilling at the cubicle or chilling at the little seat there, holding his phone. Right against that hard tile. Oh, how mature. So the Starbucks employee not only destroyed the customer's property, but also proceeds to smash a Starbucks cup of high fructose corn syrup onto the ground as well.
Fuck all this shit, bro. Nah, fuck all this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck all.
And his apron. The signature Starbucks green apron. Throw it onto the ground. I don't know why. Oh, no. Yet again, a fashion faux pas. He does not have a belt, which explains why his pants are riding low and his underwear is riding high. I can't think there's a huge industry segment or a huge business opportunity to make belts. They seemingly are absent in so many places. But yeah, he then throws his uniform on the ground and says, F this place. Now, fascinatingly enough, the Starbucks employee, if you're only watching on, or listening on the Spotify or the Apple podcast, you don't visually see this, which most people would say debatably that's superior because they don't have to see my face. But nevertheless, this Starbucks employee is not a short-haired liberal white woman with a cow ring. Kind of redundant to say liberal white woman and add a cow ring because we all know they have them. But yeah, I was shocked. This is a African-American youngster, male. So it's not your average Starbucks employee. I was pretty shocked. And they got 4.6 million views as well as 5.5 thousand likes. And again, talk about a foolish thing to do in terms of, especially nowadays, viral quitting or, quitting is such a bombastic measure and display. One of those things where, that's not good for your career track. Definitely shows you're not stable or level-headed. Shows that, also paranoid, because in this case, allegedly, he did it because he thought his girlfriend was cheating on him. So yeah, in terms of him being a prospective new hire, there's probably going to be some hesitation from those future employers. Especially if he does anything customer service facing, where you especially need a little extra skin in these days. And probably not a wise thing to do, and yet, of course, he did it. And went viral, of course, on social media. And yeah, especially when the phone these days costs 4 figures. Yeah, talk about foolishness in terms of breaking someone's personal property. In addition to being disrespectful and being a piece of shit, you're then destroying a phone that, if he actually goes to court, he'll have to pay a pretty penny to get that replaced. And yeah, I think that's one of the reasons it went so viral. Again, 4.6 million views and 5.5 thousand likes. One of the first comments comes to us thanks to Striker Model. It's a picture of the gentleman with the Burger King hat, who famously said that word on an airplane, getting 475 likes. Someone by the name of, his name is actually here for Viking, and he has a picture of an African-American man looking in a mirror, says, and then one day you met the only person oppressing him, getting 199 likes. Let's see here. I forget what scientist or, I forget her name, but Lee Davis has a meme of a gal who says fascinating behavior, getting 137 likes. Some people just blasting the N-word. JB Brandon has a picture of, Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. It says, it's them again, getting 187 likes. The Real Jim says, poor impulse control. Tomorrow this guy will have new photos and his girlfriend will be still cheating on him, getting 702 likes. The King, or here for the Viking, says, beware the tarantula heads. And it's people that have that hairstyle, which I don't have much ground to stand on when it comes to making fun of people's visual appeal, because, look at me. But they did get 64 likes. Let's see. The random guy says the cameraman is the meme of Leonardo DiCaprio behind a camera getting 35 likes. Cracked says a shift supervisor. Starbucks hires some quality peeps, getting 169 likes. Let's see. The Immortal says this kid brought flowers to his favorite Home Depot employee on her birthday. There's a juxtaposition of a good example of, good interactions with a retailer. Guy goes up to a gal working at Home Depot, gets her some flowers. Got 152 likes. Let's see. Patriot Mom says, another example of no impulse control. Dude, stop and think things through before you make a complete ass out of yourself. Getting 3 likes, which, again, he was also a young guy. Young guys, well, we all do stupid things when we're young, some more than others. Yeah, that's probably a contributing variable of why he did this. I mean, House makes some Swami Ultra Edition says, quote, I'm confused. He was angry at another employee, so he walked over to a random customer and smashed the guy's phone who had nothing to do with it. Question mark, 139 likes. And the people are saying, well, they claim this random person was talking to his girlfriend. Some people are saying maybe it was staged. Perhaps. I've never heard that pejorative term. So they're saying tarantula head again, which, I mean, if that hairstyle is bad, imagine what they call my hair. I'll get, working, 70 plus hours a day. I'll get around to a haircut one of these days. But other priorities take precedent. Let's see. The Immortal says, wholesome video of the day. Chick-fil-A sings happy birthday to one of the most loyal customers. Getting 57 likes. Let's see. It's kind of wholesome. A lot of people just posting out some nice interactions with retail employees. Futuro Captain says, bring back mandatory anger management courses at jobs, getting 21 likes. Is that a thing back in the day? I worked retail a little while back. I don't think we ever had that. We had the cliche like HR, don't do bad things video. But I don't remember like a specific segment or even specific dedicated video to anger management. Is that a thing in retail lately? I don't think so. Let's see. Robert says, well, y'all just caught a felony getting 19 likes, which, depending on the value of the phone and the state law, perhaps? I don't think so. Let's see. There's a meme from the random guy who has a picture of the dog looking at the internet. And the dog goes, what a lovely day on the internet. And then the dog looks at the camera and goes, oh, good Lord, getting 14 likes. Which, I was going to say, yet another reason not to go to Starbucks and spend, $12 to $15 in high fructose corn syrup into, on a cup of that. But let me know your thoughts, because, as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so click that button. I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how to make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, anyone, everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.